All right, let's go on to story number 5, reported by ESPN Southwest Florida. This is about the world we live in now. So a Southwest Airlines flight was headed to Cabo in Mexico, and they were sitting on the tarmac for a long time. The pilot came over the loudspeaker, and he said something was happening on the plane, and if it didn't stop, he was going to pull the plane back to the gate, and everybody was going to have to get off, and they were not going to go to Cabo. So, Alyssa, what was happening on that plane that the pilot wanted to stop?
Okay, as someone that travels kind of frequently and like isn't the strongest flyer, I'm gonna go very optimistic. I'm gonna say, hey, maybe I heard someone recently, maybe there was like no hot water or something. There was no like water on the plane. I want to go optimistic.
That's the good way to go. Optimistic. That's completely not what this was.
Yeah.
So,
Sure it's not.
so what happened was somebody was airdropping nude photos to strangers on the plane. Here's a video from TikTok at Tay Mars, and you can hear the pilot on the loudspeaker on this flight. Put that up, Joel.
He's doing that. So here's the deal. This continues while we're on the ground. I'm going to have to pull back to the gate. Everybody's going to have to get off. We're going to have to get security involved. And it's vacation that's going to be ruined. So you folks, whatever that airdrop thing is, quit sending naked pictures. Let's get yourself to Cabo.
I like that too. Just let's get you to Cabo and then just like be a freak there. Like let's just get this plane off the ground. Oh, that's funny. Oh wow. Okay.
Why does somebody need to airdrop their dick to somebody else on the plane? I don't understand. Like, is this a new phenomenon? Is this like a regular occurrence?
Sadly, I don't think it's a new phenomenon. Just like it's like the unsolicited like dick pics. Like it's just something that happens. But that's like a very wide range, you know. Like usually, I feel like when it happens on like social media or in DMs, like like, hey, I'm sending it to this person.
Right.
That's like some weird gratuitous thing. But maybe the idea of like I'm sending this to a bunch of people. I don't know who's gonna get. That's messed up. I don't like that.
Oh man, have you had to deal with that? Have people like sent you unsolicited, naked photos?
Knock on wood, I have been very lucky, and
you've been lucky.
I'm a pretty like wholesome person, so I maybe have had like a handful. Ew, that sounds gross. I don't like that. So I've had a few over my career, but not like some of my friends, they just get it's constant a barrage, and I just feel awful.
It's unbelievable.
It's nasty and it's gross. And if you're doing it, people at home that are watching, don't do it. It's icky.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you're looking at me,
no,
my wife would string me up.
No.
Well, here's my question.
PSA.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Here's my question for you. Have you or someone you know caused a disturbance on a plane that led to them either almost getting kicked off or absolutely getting kicked off?
Luckily, no. My boyfriend's not the strongest flyer, so we've had some like kind of collect ourselves moments where it's gotten dicey, but no, never like a disturbance. I think because we're both not very strong flyers, we're just like, hey, let's sit in our seats. Everything's gonna be good. I'm gonna read my little book. I'm gonna try and take a nap. Like we're just like, don't make any fuss. Like let's just get there and then be freaks in Cabo or whatever. But yeah, no disturbances on planes. Knock on wood.
Interesting. I don't even know if I should tell this story because like my American viewers might somehow not like it. But my wife had dual citizenship in the U.S. and Canada. She decided to give up her American citizenship because she didn't plan on living there. And after she gave it up, when she went to the airport through American customs, they held her back from flights on more than one occasion.
Really?
Yes. Just because they couldn't fathom in their mind, you had a ticket to the life. Why on earth did you return that ticket? That was how they looked at it.
Oh.
Isn't that something? Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's not sadly not surprising, but yeah, that's lame.
All right. It is already time for story number 1. This has gone by quick. This is reported by Wiltshire Live. You'll like this one too. So there's a festival that takes place every year in Bradford-on-Avon, which is a town in England, and it's called the Walking Festival. And it takes place on the first weekend of September every year. People basically assemble and then they go for a walk across different parts of the English countryside. So they get to, to get the exercise, and then they get to see the environment and the culture and everything. This year, the festival risked getting postponed due to an act of vandalism. My question for you is, what did the vandals do?
Did they, okay, so it's the English countryside. So maybe they, shore a design of something, maybe obscene into the countryside, like into the grass.
You're close. So what they did was they defaced the event banner, changing the name of the festival from the Walking Festival to the Wanking Festival. Joel's got a picture. There it is, right there. And to see how good of a job they did, here's the original banner.
That's, hey.
Put up the other one again, Joel. Look, they like solid effort. You know what I mean? Solid effort.
I don't want to say they nailed it, but they nailed it. Like, wow, nicely done.
So,
oh boy,
some of the residents saw the humor in that, and they suggested that it was the work of local school children, and they found it funny. But some called it crude and immature, and they were really offended by it. All I got to say is, I had never heard of the Walking Festival, and now I have. So, good publicity.
There's no such thing as bad publicity, right? We now know about the Colombian air bottles. So I think that that just took the Walking Festival to a new level. Now we know even more about it because
I think somebody once wrote a book called Controversy Creates Cash. You know? Very
true. It's very true. And I wonder how many more people now will go because they saw that banner and they thought it was funny.
Exactly. Yeah, they can make money. That's the way you got to look at it.
I like that.
So Alyssa, my question, is there an activity that you enjoy so much that you would consider promoting an annual festival to encourage others to do it?
Eating cereal.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew it.
Easy. Yes. If I could do an annual cereal eating festival, yes, that would be what I would promote for everyone.
How? Okay, try to let me picture it. So the sponsorship is easy, because you could get Kellogg's and whatever. Like the sponsorship is easy.
Yes,
but how would the festival work? So maybe you would book like the voiceover people from the commercials and maybe like the people that like draw the cartoons of the characters and stuff like that. Okay. But otherwise, like, so are people gonna go and then like between 1 and 2 you're eating Fruit Loops, and then between, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, have you ever envisioned how that would work?
I never did until now, but I'm already rolling with it. So we would definitely have to have mascots, like have people like in the costumes that are like hanging around doing photo ops, obviously. Mm-hmm. I feel like every stand, like you'd have different stands for different cereals, right? So it's like maybe every person would bring a bowl and they would just go stand to stand, and like you'd be so full by the end of it, but you'd go stand to stand and you would just get your bowl filled up every time. And
people are bringing bowls on their trip.
Yes.
To the cereal festival.
And if it's a destination event, then yes, you would bring a bowl.
You'd bring a bowl.
And you go to all the different little outposts, and you get your fill, and you eat it up, and then you go to the next stand, and I think that's
so. It's
fun.
For promoting obesity.
It's promoting enjoyment, but you're also walking around a lot. We would have things to break it up so that it's not just completely sedentary. You'd be walking around.
You're going at least 20 feet from that one to that one.
You're seeing the sights. You're seeing the sights within whatever the convention hall it's in. I think there's real money there.
I mean, there are cereals that are unique to certain countries.
It's true.
So this could be international. Like you could hit up, I don't know, like Luke from Russell Talk. Hey, get me some UK cereal. And then, Chris Van Vliet's Canadian, even though he lives in Vegas. He's Canadian. So, hey, Chris Van Vliet, can you get me, I don't know what kind of cereal is unique to Canada. I'd have to look it up. But,
I'm sure they have like Tim Hortons cereal.
They actually did have Tim Hortons cereal. Yeah. It was produced by another company, but they do have Tim Hortons cereal. Yeah.
Oh, and you have a Nesquik cereal that we don't have.
Yeah, they might. They used to. I don't know if they still do or not. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I did try.
This could be a thing. We might have to, maybe, I love coming up with new business ideas. Maybe we'll put our heads together, come up with an annual cereal festival that's going to make $0, but it's going to be fun.
To me, so much fun. Heck yeah.
If you want to see all our videos about real news stories that are funny, stupid, or weird, click the subscribe button below. Otherwise, we'll start posting spoilers about your favorite new movies.